Hey everyone, in this video I want to show you how easy it is to create your game world using the Augur. So we're going to start with this blank map, but you can do this on any map that you have open in the Augur. If you right click on the map, you will see this option. If you are on a tablet or mobile, you press on the map and hold it for a second, and when you release it you will also get this menu. So we press on new location, and for this video we're going to generate a hex map. And you can play with all these options or see the video I will link below showing how they work. But for this video I'm going to use a rather large map, and I'm going to stick with the temperate biome, and I want the map to have lots of water. So we're going to use this one, perhaps, yes, this one, and we accept. Here we have the procedural generator that will add settlements and dungeons. If you're playing with both sci-fi and fantasy enabled, I recommend that you pick the theme that you want. So we're going to start with 2 settlements and 3 dungeons. You can set this to 0 if you want and add them manually later. If you press here, it will re-roll what's appearing on the map. So we add a name and we accept this map. And if you want to make this the main map for your game, what you do is you press on this button right here and press on make default or main location. So now when you press this button right here, it will take you to this map, as it is now the main map for your game. As we can see, we have these locations. We have this settlement right here, which is here on the map. This is all procedurally generated. You get a settlement, you get some options here, some details that you can use for your adventure. You also get these NPCs who also have details, and you can also click on them to expand, and you will see all these details that you can use in your game. If you don't like where these locations were generated, all you have to do is drag and drop them where you think they should be. So these are our 2 settlements, these are our dungeons, so let's say that they're spread like this. And now if you want to add more locations, more NPCs to the game, what you would do is you right click anywhere on the map or hold press, and let's say you want to add a new character, and you press here new character. Again, you can choose the theme. By the way, what I mean is, if you go into modules, you see that I have enabled both fantasy and sci-fi. If I disable sci-fi and I apply these changes, now when I press again on new location, on new character, I will only see fantasy characters, and the only culture available is fantasy, so keep that in mind. Now let's say that we are going to generate a merchant, and we can roll a couple times. Let's say we want this one, we accept her, and you can also move her around. We see these details, establish partnership. This can be really helpful in your game. Now let's say you want to change the clothing of this character. You press here and you will open this panel, the customization panel. We can change the armor. Let's say perhaps it's wearing this instead, and you can change everything, but let's say this is the character that we want. So that's our merchant NPC. Another place you can use to make these changes is the game browser, which you access from this button, and here you see our map and everything that's in this map. We see these 2 locations, we see the characters in these locations. If you want, you can drag the map here so it's not under the previous map, and you can delete the blank map from which we started. And here let's make a dungeon. As I said, you can create it from this menu, or you can also do it from here. We right click here on Corin and we press on new location and on new dungeon. And here I'm going to pick the Dark Temple. We can roll a couple times, and let's say we want this one, the Ominous Temple, and you drag and you drop it here. You can also drag it from the browser like this. So let's open the map for this temple. As you can see, you start playing with when it generates a dungeon, it picks a map for that dungeon, and you have these zones which you can add more if you want, and you can place them on the map. So let's say that this is the entrance. If you double press on it, now you can do this, you drag, so that this zone represents this area of the dungeon and so on. And you also have these potential foes that you can find on this dungeon, and then you just drag your character anywhere in the dungeon and you start playing. Now there's a lot more to the Augur, of course. You have your character sheet right here, and you can also open a journal where you can write your adventures. And if you're playing Ironsworn and Starforged, you have these assets here, and you can roll your stats and so on. You can insert them into the journal and you keep writing. I want to keep this video as brief as possible, but remember, the Augur has a lot more options and features that you can use. I recommend you check the rest of the videos on the channel so you get a feel of everything you can do using the Augur. Thank you, and see you on the next video.